Hi, Rena. I'm trying to figure out a way to show this to you. I don't really understand what parts of the directions you don't understand, so I'm trying to visually show you because I thought my explanation was pretty darn good. Let's see here if I can blow this up larger. I printed out your drawing and I'm going to read to you exactly what I wrote, and we're going to try to figure out what you're struggling with. You created the line and you created the vanishing point. So we're going to talk about this one first. So let me go back to what I wrote you because I'm not really sure what I wrote you yet. So I'm going to go to my classes, your fifth period. And I guess I'm assuming I sent you a 0 because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So let me read what I wrote. Rena, I sent several because I asked for three-dimensional letters, and maybe you needed more time to finish, and that I get, but you did two different ones, and you didn't finish either one of them. You could have finished at least one and at least show me your progress. I don't see your name. Where are you? I'm in the wrong class. What's going on here? Usually, bear with me. I'm trying to find it. You're in fifth period. How do I see it? Are you in the no graded? I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. Rena Daedra. Okay. You are missing the guidelines of the letters, all areas that can meet to the vanishing point. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. Here is where you put the vanishing point on this one. For some reason, you're not doing all of the guidelines. And if you don't do all the guidelines, then right, you're not going to be able to complete your letters. So we practiced this with art rules. We practiced this a couple of different ways. I'm trying to find a pen that'll make some better sense of this. And I need a makeshift ruler. Okay. So I see that you did guidelines on the bottoms of everything. Why didn't you do the tops? That's what I'm complaining about. And for some reason, you decided to do guidelines over here with a vanishing point over here. They're all the same vanishing point. You're supposed to pick one vanishing point. So I'm looking here and I don't see a guideline from the tops of any of your letters. So now I'm going through. I think it would have helped you if you made your letters a little bit thicker. You made them very thin and delicate and really hard to see. When I did my art rules, I made them very thick. So you're missing all of these guidelines from the entire letter, not just part of the letter. That one's there. Okay, now you got to do the inner parts of the E. See right here and right here? Those go into the vanishing point. Anything that has a corner or an edge. So you have a very long name. If I were you, just do the Rena. You don't have to do the last name. You could just do Rena D. You don't make it so hard for yourself. You're required to have a name or a nickname is what the requirements were for this. Also, I forgot to mention the inner part of the R. I don't see a guideline for that. And this one goes through the letter, so it doesn't count. The N, you didn't do it at all. You only did the bottoms, and yet you started to try to finish off your letters, which you shouldn't do. You need to do all the guidelines. So this is exactly what I meant in my comments. And now I'm demonstrating it all to the same vanishing point. If you were going to do this difficult one, like I said, I'd simplify it. If you're struggling, don't make it so hard. You chose to do a curve. You could have done a straight. I think these are very advanced ideas, and it's no wonder why you're struggling. But nobody told you you had to make them that advanced. right? You could have done a happy face. You could have done a straight line. If this class is giving you stress, then don't make it so hard for yourself. I'm not making it hard for you. I told you you could pick whatever one you liked, but you challenged yourself, I think, a bit harder than what you could chew, I guess. And that's okay. It's learning. And communication is key. If you say you're not sure, I can't read your mind until you tell me, you know? Okay. So I think those are everything that can go to the vanishing point that I can see. Oh, maybe right here. Trying to, a lot of people forget the inner parts of A's and things like that. Now, I'm really struggling to see parts of your letters. If I were you, I would have just done this easier. Okay, there's your letter. So it looks like you're trying to mirror the parallel line. So here and here, you got it here. Now, if you did this measurement, then this would parallel this line here, and this one would parallel here and here. For the N, the A looks pretty good, except it stops here, and I'm going to outline your whole letter so we can see what the heck it is. I can't really see because I printed this out. Okay, so it stopped right here, and then it goes up like this, and then it goes like that. That's a tricky one. The D is pretty easy. So that you dropped it down. Trying to figure out, it's hard for me to see some of your lines. The E, you got the bottoms all correct, but you didn't have the top lines to finish anything. It's no wonder why it's a struggle. I can't finish it until we actually did all those guidelines. You did the bottoms, but not the tops, not the sides. You got to have all the ingredients in order to do these things. All right, so I'm trying to mirror everything that you had here. Okay, so with this one, I can just go up like that. This one, I look at what this line is and I mirror that shape. Now this goes like this. It's a little hard to see, but that's mirroring. Wherever that ends, you got to look at this shape and mirror that line. This is beautiful. It's a really advanced one, but I think like we've realized you bit off more than maybe you can chew, and that's why I demonstrate these things. Show me that you're trying to do these, and then I'll give you the points. But I saw you turn it in early, and then you didn't turn it in complete, so that was kind of annoying to me. I check all the students and see who turns things in early, and if it's early and incomplete, then I got a little annoyed, and I said, hey, this isn't right, and you turned it in way early, and you didn't finish it. So I think that's what happened. It's not that you're not doing advanced work, but I'm not going to give you the full points when you turn it in early and you don't turn it in correctly. So I get it. And you get it. And you're going to get your points. And we're going to get you to that A zone. Don't stress. I can always help you. I'm trying to think how to explain this. The inner part of this D is like this on that one. And then like this on that one. I know it looks weird, but that's the way it is. And then this R, since I'm spending a lot of time on this, and if you can gather and do this, that would be great for you to select as your one. Let me see if I can finish this and see what the heck is going on here. You got yourself confused by doing that one. That's a no-no. This is all a no-no. We're doing one vanishing point. Let's not overcomplicate things. Things are already as hard as they possibly can be with this. Woo. Okay, did the inner part of the A, the inner part of the R, the inner part of D. This one's going to look like that. I know I'm going really fast, but luckily you can rewind this and play it over and over if that helps you. I hope it helps you. I haven't had to do this with a student yet, but I'm glad to if it's going to make it beneficial for your learning. All right, I think I did everything. It looks really cool. So that's my recommendation on that one. Now on this one, you did the opposite. You did all the tops, but you didn't do any of the bottoms and the sides. So that's my issue. So I'm going to outline this again so I can actually see what you drew. I try to do this as fast as possible because I know we all lose our attention. Wow, you get a custom drawing. I love both of these designs. They're very challenging. They're challenging for me. But I didn't even really pay much attention to any of that. I paid attention to, wow, she didn't finish all of her lines. What the heck? Okay, let me do, that's the inner part. You made these way too skinny. If the letters are a little chubbier, I think it's a lot easier. Okay, so you had your guidelines on this one, but you didn't do it on this one. And that would have finished off your R. And then right in here, you do halfway down and you finish the inside of the R. Okay, I don't know what this shape was, so I can't do it for you. You did this side and you did this side to the vanishing point, but you didn't do this guideline right here to the vanishing point. So that's why your D looked funny here. So this is a no-no because it's not touching the side of the letter. This is a curve. Okay, you did this one, you did this one, but you forgot to do this one on the corner foot of your A, and that's what would have completed that one. This one, yes, you did it right. Yes, you did it right. Yes. Now, how do I explain this? It would look like that on the inner part of the D, I think. Yes. You didn't do this guideline to the A. I'm going to zoom in further. You did this one, I think, and then you did this one. All right. And then you got to do your diagonal here, and then that one there. You try to mirror the shape. This one you didn't do at all. That was my point. Where's all your guidelines? I mean, I'm not even using a ruler right now because I'm in a hurry. But you got to do all of the corners and inner parts that can go with that letter to the vanishing point. These inner parts of the E you didn't do. Okay? Even this right here and right here. Then this part of the E, and 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 this part of the E. All of those go to the vanishing point. And this part of the E. And then with the R, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. Then you gotta do the foot. Okay? And then we finish all of those. Whatever the parallel line looks like, you gotta match it. So this one down like that. This is a hard one. I'm glad to like help, but when you guys don't give me the guidelines to work with, what are we doing? So it's weird because it like tilts a different way than the other E. So I think it's just a little bit harder of a challenge. I'm glad I'm challenging you. You're an AP student and you can wrap. This is one of the hardest things we teach. So, you know, you'll be fine. And I'm willing to work with you. So I don't want you to get stressed. Okay, I think we did everything on that one. Now I need you to do it. Okay? So whichever one you like more, finish it. I would say this one. This one's amazing. And don't worry about this one. I won't make you turn this one in because this zigzag was hecka hard and it doesn't look as good. So do this one and then I'll give you the 5 points. Have a great day.